Alright, I know I don't post here often enough. Who am I kidding? I don't post here often enough, period. But part of what I have to say should hopefully change all that. This year, starting Monday, January the 14th, I'm going to restart something that I was doing last year from August to November, with some major tweaks. Last year, I laid out a set of goals I wanted to achieve in a year's time, then devised a plan to achieve those goals. Around Turkey Day, I ran aground. After a month-long funk, I realized that I had suffered some serious burnout. Taking that into consideration, I decided to tweak my schedule, as well as involving both my Facebook friends, as well as those who watch me on YouTube. This video is going to be broken up into 3 major sections: an outline of my goals, an outline of my plan, and an example of how I'm going to report it all to you. Alright, first thing first, my goals. These are the major things I want to have done before the 14th of January 2020. In other words, a year from the start of this experiment. Weight. For those who know me, I have never been a fan of my weight. My plan is to get down to around 200 pounds and be able to maintain that, which means no quick fix dieting or crazy exercise routines. Nutrition. This comes as an extension of weight, as well as general health. I currently eat like a college kid, which is not going to kill a 28-year-old, but this isn't for current me, this is for my future. Portion control and junk food reduction are paramount. At a bare minimum, I need to bring my food down to around 2,000 to 2,400 calories per day, as suggested for adult men. Exercise. Not only to help me achieve my weight loss goal, but also increase my strength and endurance. My goal is to be able to run 9 miles by this time next year. Career. Currently, I'm most definitely not in the job I want. In fact, I never finished college. Right now, I want to be a full-stack web developer, but I don't even have any experience in the field. Thanks to recommendations of friends and family, I think I might be on the right track learning-wise. But from snooping online, I've gathered that a healthy portfolio is extremely important to breaking into the field. One of my major goals for 2019 is to push to build a website as a portfolio and then populate it with multiple varied projects. Game dev. Of course, my biggest hobby is going to make the list. My aim this year is to make serious strides on my primary project, Clockwork Crow. After last year's push ended with burnout, I've reassessed my abilities, understanding that I cannot make this entire game in 1 year without help. And I really can't make one game for more than 3 months at a time. So my major goal is to be about halfway through with development by this time next year. And in addition to that, developing multiple small 2-week projects to help lessen the burnout from the main project. Spanish. Only a handful of people ever knew that I was actually practicing Spanish last year, and because of this, it fell apart like everything else did. I would like to be conversational in Spanish at least by the end of this year. Meditation, a practice that I had been doing since last year. I would like to get back into it, as I did feel it had a calming effect on me. My goal is 80% of the days meditating. I know I can't go 100%, it's just not in me, it's not possible, but 80%. The plan. Now, on to how the heck I'm going to be doing this. My plan isn't too far from what I had last year, just with some minor and major tweaks. The biggest change by far is the introduction of sessions. Each session lasts 6 weeks, with a week-long break at the end of it. My fix for burnout, hopefully. Now, only for the game dev, each session is broken up into 4 weeks and 2 weeks. So 4 weeks on for the main project, Clockwork Crow, and 2 weeks on some jam-sized, yes, jam-sized doodad. Every week I'm going to post a video on Monday describing how that week went in terms of both numbers and overall feelings. Every 2 weeks, I'll bring up my weight, which is hard to pin down on a weekly basis, as well as review how the whole process is going and whether I need to tweak anything to better accommodate my success. Lastly, I'll post a session review video at the end of every session to tie everything together, and probably just a review of the break week, just so it doesn't feel out of place. All right, the results. Here's a basic idea of what one of the review vids is going to look like. Hey guys, welcome back. It's week 2 of session 0, and here are the stats. So far, things are looking good. I have X the Y on Clockwork Crow, so Z should be looking smoother now. My weight is down X pounds since the start of this session. My Spanish practice is going good. I've slipped a bit on meditation, but I think I can get it back up. It's always next week. See you on the flip side. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's going to sound quite like that, but it gives you a good idea. So that wraps it up about words. I can't speak them today. That should wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys see you guys next week for the official start of this experiment. Yes, experiment. We're going to call it that, an experiment. This is the official start of this experiment. See you next week. Bye.